Hope you're having an amazing Sunday, whatever time of day it is where you are, and or whatever day you're watching this in the future. Anyway, um, if you have been looking at the old Bitcoin charts in the recent days, you will have noticed it is in the upper 70K area, close to 80K, and in fact, this morning it was very close to it for a very simple reason, right? And that very simple reason is the VEPS. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Okay, I'm not gonna bug you now. You want to pet? Good, good. Some animals. So the answer to why is the market seeing the assets go up relentlessly above the previous all-time highs. And why are we in price discovery mode on a weekend? And the answer is because buy pressure. And we can see that buy pressure very clearly, right? Indicated very nicely using volatility, entropy, probabilities, and statistics. And not only can we see it very clearly like that, we can tell where it's heading next, right, on any given time frame. So, for example, yesterday was Saturday, and in what seemed like a relatively quiet day, overall, you could say that it was, but if you're in a scalper's paradise where you're trading super low time frames, you will notice that at one point there was a very nice little pullback, and then it moved right back up. Like on the 15-minute, right? I went down for about whatever it was, 4, 5, 6 candles, and then just walked right back up in the other direction until it regained where it had left from, and then just continued wobbling over sideways, giving very nice little hills and valleys on the super low time frames, like the 3-minute and the 1-minute, the whole day. And then today, must have been 45 minutes ago already, around, it was around 11:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, so around 6:30 a.m. here. It started to make a very nice move to the upside, and within a half hour, I'd moved more than 2% to the upside. Well, that's a very nice move, right? Like $1,400, $1,500 move to the upside in a half an hour. Yeah, it's very nice, right? Especially if you're holding. I mean, if you're holding a Bitcoin, your Bitcoin just went up $1,500. Right? If you're trading it, right, that's $1,500 profit in a half hour. That's more money than a lot of people make in a week. Hi, hello there, green share. I see a green share. Hello there to you, green share. Right? And that's just if you have, if you had like one Bitcoin on the line and you just took the profit on the move. Now, of course, most people don't have the whole Bitcoin on the line, but maybe you do, or maybe that's your target, to be able to trade with a whole Bitcoin or that amount of funding, whatever the asset is that you happen to hold it in. Do you have to have a whole Bitcoin to trade a Bitcoin? No, you don't. But should you use leverage to trade a whole Bitcoin? No, probably not. Is it okay if you absolutely know what you're doing to use some amount of leverage? Leverage is like TNT. It's best to avoid it unless you need it. And when you need it, it's probably not a good idea to use it. And when you don't need it, you don't really need it. But it can be used, sure, if you know what you're doing and you're extremely careful with risk management, right? The problem is most people are not really careful with risk management. So they'll start out by going, no leverage, and then they'll be like, oh, this isn't exciting enough, it doesn't move enough for me. And then they'll try 2x. Oh, interesting, but still not doing anything for me. So they'll put it on 3x, and then before they run the order, they'll jump it up to 5x, thinking they're being sneaky. Right? And then maybe they win a trade, they got lucky. Oh, 5x is great. I could make twice that much if I go 10x. Oh, but I think I'm going to be smart. I'm just going to go put on 7x. And then I think they're being smart by putting on 7x. As if the exchanges you're trading against, because it's usually the exchanges you're trading against, I hate to break it to you. Sometimes it's another trader, but most of the time it's the exchange. And you think you're being sneaky with your 7x move. What, do you think they don't see that? No, they definitely see that. They're the ones lending you the money. So then you take your 7x move and you start to lose money and you start panicking. And you go through this whole rigmarole. And if you're smart, you're going to pull out immediately, but you're probably not that smart, at least if you're most retail traders. And then you're going to psych yourself out into all this stupid nonsense, and eventually you're going to lose your liquidity. Whether it's you're going to lose 10% of that move, or 15%, or maybe you're going to let yourself lose 30% or even 50%, whatever it is. Maybe you'll get wrecked. Who knows? But most people, they'll pull out right around on a 7x move. They'll pull out right around between 10 and 15% loss, thinking they're smarter. They're not. Next move you'll do 7x again. You pull out immediately. Like, oh, get smart. And you'll do 5x a few times to get your feet back. And you think you're smart because you're doing 5x leverage. And you've only lost 2 out of 3 trades doing 5x leverage. So then you're like, oh, I can do this. I won 1 out of 3. I'm going to 10x it. And then you discover that 10x is a big mark because where you think you're entering so differently from everyone else, turns out you're entering where the whole market is entering, especially if you're using that voodoo TA. And they're putting in 10x leverage too because they all think they can just 10x their money. Yeah. Exchanges know this. 10x is one of their most delicious sandwich types that they like to put you in and gobble you up. And then you get really wild and crazy at some point if you haven't already gotten wrecked on your 10x move. If you have any capital left, decide, heck, I'm going to 20 exits or 30 exits. And eventually you find out real fast that it hurts to lose all your capital and be left holding an empty bag with a letter from the exchange that says, thank you, we've liquidated your position, thank you for trading, feel free to deposit again, have a nice day. And they've taken all your money and you got nothing left in your account. And you foolishly traded cross trade thinking, oh, I could trade my Bitcoin and my Ethereum and my ADA coin and my Pepe meme coin and my Bonk meme coin and my 10,000 other meme coins. I can cross trade them so that I have more trading power. Not realizing that each of those coins is very volatile. So your purchasing power with them is vastly different from one moment to the next. And you're lucky keeping track of that while you're in the middle of a trade. Plus, when you lose and you get wrecked on your unified position or your cross-trading position, you lost all the assets that you put on the line. So So if you bet 20% of all your money on the line across all your assets, yeah, you're going to lose 20% of your full stack, whatever it was, split over however many assets in whatever way the exchange does it with you. Some people go all in. Well, in that case, you might very well just lose your entire stack if you get wrecked. I know it sounds crazy, but people do it all the time. I'm all in or nothing. Well, if you're all in or nothing, you're usually going to end up with nothing, just statistically. Because if you think you can beat the probabilities, and you don't even know what the probabilities are, well, let's just say it's going to be very hard for you to be consistently profitable and consistently beat the probabilities. Now, is it possible to be consistently profitable when you trade on these bucket shots? The answer is absolutely. It's not just possible, right? But smart VEPS traders do it all the time. What do smart VEPS traders do? You know, 3 rules. Number 1, take your profits early and often. Number 2, limit your loss. And number 3, don't be emotionally attached to your trades. If you follow those 3 simple rules, the probability that you will be a consistently profitable trader goes up dramatically. If you add to that the most important strategy of trading, which is risk management, meaning don't bite off more than you can chew, right? Don't ever lose more than you can lose. Don't ever put yourself in a position where you could lose more than you can lose. Be humble and modest with your trades rather than trying to be glamorous and fabulous and brag to your friends how great your trade was. No. You're better off collecting little bits and pieces here and building your own unique Cadillac one piece at a time, like a Johnny Cash song, right? You worked on the factory line and built that car up one piece at a time, right? Bring home a little headlight, a gear knob, a door handle, headlight, carburetor, one tire at a time. Eventually he had himself a unique Cadillac. There was no other like it. Everybody looked at it and they were blown away by how awesome it was. And there was nobody else who could have an exact copy because they didn't make them like that. He built it one piece at a time. It's the same concept, right? It just takes more than a 3-minute fun country rock song. It takes a long time to do it one piece at a time. But it is worth it if you like trading, if that's what you want to do, right? If you like to trade, that is how you do it. Now, can you do that relatively quickly if you have no idea what you're doing? Well, it depends what relatively quickly means. You can learn this stuff for free at the Alpha Trading server. Right? Just go to alphatradinghq.com/Discord to get to the Alpha Trading Discord server and request the free volatility starter pack. You get all the free information you need. You get the free indicators with a free chart that's pre-populated with those free indicators. You get free access to the chat with the VEPS traders. You get free access to the Discord's live streams where you can participate not just in the text chat, but also by voice, right? as an educational experience. And on top of that, there happens to also be, once again, something we've not done in a number of years. The co-founders of Alpha Trading are offering private tutoring. And the reason we're offering it is because people have been asking and asking and asking. We just keep telling them, keep learning the free stuff. Watch the live streams. That's why we do this. But they've just been asking and asking and asking so much that, okay. So we have tutoring available. It's all done by our co-founders, nobody else. So you can rest assured, if you do the tutoring package, if you get the tutoring package, you will be taught by the best of the VEPS traders. The folks who literally put these indicators together, tested them, do the live streams, all that stuff. Just go to our Shop Alpha channel and you can see it there for yourself. And there is a special holiday price on it right now, which is available through Cyber Monday, which is the Monday after Thanksgiving, obviously, the Monday after Black Friday. All right, and that's going to do it for now, folks. Hope you all have a great Sunday. Yeah. But that's it, folks. Take care. See ya.